What's going on, guys? John here, and we're back with another episode of Alaska State Dynasty. This is the first episode in season number 2. I think we left off after I did the custom schedule. This is actually being recorded about a week, almost a week after I originally recorded the last episode. So since then, Christmas has happened. So Merry late Christmas to everyone. Uh, this is the first video I'm editing or recording since Christmas, so have a Merry Christmas. Hope you guys got everything you wanted. If you guys got presents or whatever, I hope it was good to have some time where hopefully you got the day off from work or school or whatever. Um, I personally, since I'm in college, I have another 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. So that's pretty cool. Getting close to New Year's. I think this video will probably come out New Year's Eve, maybe day before. We'll see. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But obviously our schedule: FCS Northwest, Washington State, Oregon, Wyoming, and then we got a bunch of more conference games all in a row. We don't have any bye weeks after we have 2 bye weeks right away. So that'll be interesting. I did make my scouting board. Uh, we did get an insta commit, Dylan Robinson. We're going after a 4-star, Brian Bragg, tight end. Uh, Hoping we can get him. We have a pipeline with him. We got a couple 3-stars. Josh Harvey was a gem. Harvey Brightwell, Angel Tongue, Nick Hepburn, and Dominique Sams. These are all guys I scouted, and then we got just a bunch of other random guys across the board as well. That was what I have here. I guess that means we can just sim to next week. It's been a minute since I've been on this game, so I actually don't remember a lot. A lot of guys were their number ones. Of course we are. We're a 49 overall. I don't think we actually are. I'm going to make my recruiting board quick now, and then we'll go over stuff to start the season, like red shirts and stuff. All right, so Brian Bragg, we're going to put 40 points on. We're not on his board right now, but with the pipeline and the fact that we have a chance at him, I went for him anyway. Josh Harbor, we're obviously not on him either. I put 30 points on. I want to get him, but if we don't, it's not the end of the world. Harvey Brightwell, we put 25 points on. Same with Angel Tongue and Nick Hepburn. Dominique Sams, and a couple of these other. I split between 15 and 10 points between the 2-stars. I have a couple on the safeties and edge rushers because those are positions of need. And then obviously Sams, Long, Doss, Amenahu, and Atwell all have 10 points. Dexter 15. And then I also put some 10 points on a couple of the 1-stars as well. So that's going to be our first day of recruiting. And now we're going to go over red shirts and the depth chart. So red shirts, I haven't really looked at them, and obviously it's been a minute since I have looked at the roster. I think Ramon Briscoe is going to get redshirted. We'll run Wagner, Wolf, and if Frost needs to come in, he can. Running backs, I think Dexter Treggs is going to get redshirted, but everyone else I think has a chance of playing. It's going to be a lot of Parker and Knoll, I think. But yeah. Wide receivers, we only have 6, so they all are going to have to play. Obviously, tight ends, Earl Knutson, he's going to get redshirted just because then we have a guy. Gunderson might not play enough games, so we'll see if he gets there. Malvo is going to get redshirted, and I'm going to actually redshirt Branson too. Just all of these guards, we need as much depth as we can for the future. So I think just redshirting a lot of our freshmen, like Phoenix and Kamoito, just so them, if we need to, we can always throw them at different positions on the O-line as well. Connor Kellum, he's going to get redshirted. He's a big freshman that we had. A lot of D tackles. I think we only need 4. If Havner, McNamara, or Hawley happen to come in, I guess it won't be the end-all be-all. Norija, he's probably going to get playtime, so he's going to stay on. For edge rushers, impact dev for Charles Gore, he'll probably be the one I redshirt. We have a lot of corners. Reyna and Whitted are 100%, and I'm honestly even going to redshirt Daniels, because then we're going to lose Collins next year, we're going to lose Pace next year, and then we'll have Whitted, Reyna, and Daniels to join in with the Moon brothers, Malik and Marcus. Free safety, I'm just going to keep all these guys. Jacques Blanks being the free safety is going to be interesting. And then strong safety, I mean, Joan Morency is here. We can redshirt him. That way we can have a guy with some potential after they leave. And then, yeah, we just have the 1 kicker and the 1 punter. All right, so we're gonna try a different playbook. I don't know exactly which playbook to go with, because obviously there's about 100. Uh, I was in the for oh my gosh, English, John. For the last season, I just did one of the generic ones. I think it was nope, I think it was spread option. I honestly don't know what would fit this team because this team's really bad. We obviously don't want to be an option team because we don't have quick. I think honestly, multiple offenses might be our best option. So we're gonna go multiple offenses, and obviously we have a team that's not good that we're playing FCS Northwest. This is gonna be our first chance to win a game. Our depth chart, by the way, Josh Wagner, he's gonna be our starting quarterback. Jackie Wolf will be the backup. Then Bryce Frost will be at third string. For running backs, Jarian Parker, Aiden Knoll, and then Ty Hardy are near the top three. We will have Tavion Grant, Sean William Peterson, and Julius Buford there as well in case. Fullback, it is Sean William Peterson. For wide receiver, we have Jordan Houston, the big get in free agent or not free agency, in the transfer portal. A freshman speedster from New York. I don't know why he wanted to come here, but here he is. Cade Workman showed a lot of promise in his last season, so he's going to be here. Javon Moore, and then Matthias Berger, Tanner Malam, and LJ Young are going to be the rest of the depth chart. We do not have any depth after that. Literally, like, worst comes to worst, we might need to throw Terrell Pace in at corner. So, tight ends, Judah Azinwa is now our number one tight end, followed by Brian Williams. Azinwa is the another transfer guy we got, so that's big. At tackle, Brick Lewis is now our starting left tackle. He went up a lot in overall. Alexis Sanchez, Demarcus Perkins, Max McClure, and KD Small. At left edge, it's Ellis Berry and Caden Parker. At right edge, it's Nick Forsyth and Caden Parker again. D tackle, DJ Dean, Deshaun Weeks, Malachi Samuels are our top three. Sam linebackers, Cameron Cooper. Mike linebacker, it's Ben Laney, freshman, and then no depth after that. Will linebacker, it's Bubba Von Claiborne, and then Bryce Cox. At corner, it's Malik Moon, who's number 27, and Marcus Moon, his brother, who's number 28. Followed by Noah Collins, who you guys saw last year, Dakota Mills, who you saw last year, and Terrell Pace, who you saw last year. The Moon brothers, neither one played more than 4 games. Free safety, Jacques Blanks. He does have a lot of points we can use, but he actually is capped out since I moved him to a safety spot instead of linebacker. So that's unfortunate, but oh well. Nico Solomon is the backup. He left in transfer portal and we got him back. And then Kingsley Reese. So we have 3 safeties. And then strong safety, it's Josiah Taylor, another big transfer portal get, I believe, with Dakaya Banks and Chris Ellinger. Kicker, George Lincoln. Punter, Juan Camacho. Kick returner, it's going to be Aiden Knoll. He's going to be our most electric guy on the field, I'm guessing, in every part of the game. Camacho will be our kickoff specialist. Long snapper, sure, I guess. It's going to be our tight end, and Zimwa. Third down running back, it'd be Jarian Parker. Jarian Parker's going to get a massive load of the reps. Pause. Power halfback, Aiden Knoll's a 40 overall, yikes. But it'll be Jarian Parker. Jarian Parker's going to get a ton of touches. Matthias Berger is currently our slot wide receiver. I think I'm going to keep it at that. Partway through the season, we might put Jordan Houston there. We'll just see how it goes. Rush ends are going to be Cooper and Barry. Rush D tackle, that's DJ Dean. Sub linebacker, that's Dakaya Banks, which will be a very interesting thing to see. I honestly, yeah, he's got good speed and everything. I think I like that. Slot cornerback, that'll be Nico Solomon, followed by Mills. Banks and Taylor are also options if that starts to not work. Nose tackle, DJ Dean yet again. And then our gadget player is going to be Jordan Houston. So, there is your roster, your depth chart, if you will. And now we're going to hop in versus FCS Northwest. And this is the first time we have ever been a better overall than our opponent. We're going normal jerseys, I believe. I honestly have no idea what I chose. And here we go. Trying to win our first ever game for the Alaska State Bears. The new season is underway as it is allegedly 101 degrees here in Wainwright, Alaska. Don't ask, I've got no idea. And a horrible start to the game as they return it all the way up to the 38. Our impact players are going to be Jordan Houston and Cameron Cooper, while theirs are Tavion Yearwood and Tariq Roberts. So that means they've got two very good running backs, and guess what we can't do? Stop the run. So I expect a lot of run plays. Usually the FCS schools have specific offenses based on something that they're good at. As there's a first down, and no, it's not a first down, but Douglas McAllister injured on the first play from scrimmage. Handoff, and they get the first. Very unfortunate. Tavion Yearwood gets the first down. First and 10. We're going to fake the handoff, and Banks comes in unblocked. Dakaya Banks, the safety, playing sub-linebacker, sacks the, I don't even know what their team name is. Horses? Broncos? Quarterback? Big sack for Dakaya Banks. Oh, and now we got open field. Good tackle by Josiah Taylor, but that was very unfortunate. Now we've got to stop him here. Look for the QB sneak. And we stop him. Douglas McAllister's injured a second time, but they're going to be short, and they're going to kick a field goal from the 38. That's 55 yards. Can a FCS kicker do that? No, he cannot. The kick is shanked, and we are going to start our first drive from the 50-yard line. Jordan Houston, a freshman from New York. He's a normal dev player, but he's still our best player by about 4 overall. So we'll see how this starts. We're going to start with a read option. Jarian Parker and Joshua Wagner. We're going to go right to Jarian Parker. Our offensive line is miles better than it was last year. I'm very excited to see how it will show itself. As we're just going to go underneath. Cade Workman cannot catch it. That was an interesting play. I probably should have thrown it earlier. But this new offense, it'll take me a minute to learn. So it's probably a good thing we're going up against an FCS school. It's 3rd and 8. Going outside. Houston makes the grab. Houston down the sideline. Jordan Houston gets caught from behind as I'm getting a snow squall warning. Be ready for sudden drop to near zero visibility. Oh, I guess that scared the crap out of me. I got like one of those emergency, like you get for tornado warnings, emergency alerts, because apparently it's going to be really bad. Okay, 1st and 10. Jarian Parker get the handoff, and Parker up the middle, and Jarian Parker scores the first touchdown of the season for the Bears. And it was just perfect blocking the entire way. And are we actually going to have a run game this year? Guys, is this... Are we back? Jarian Parker, just beautiful blocking. He outruns everybody and just has no one unblocked right down the middle for the touchdown. Nice. All right, 1st and 10 for FCS Northwest. Let's see what they've got. Nothing. And there's a sack. What a start to this game. Ellis Berry gets the sack, and we're looking really good so far. Let's continue this momentum as it's 2nd and 16. 3 down linemen, which I don't like. They're just going to go curl route to the tight end, and he'll gain 11 of that, so not ideal. That's Ben McGowan. As now it is 3rd and 5. What can we do to stop him here? Man wide open, and he breaks a tackle, and that's a big first down. Josiah Taylor. I think that's, is it Taylor? I think, yeah, it's Josiah Taylor. I know there's a Josiah in the defensive back. I think it's Taylor. As Taylor's going to make up for his mistake, rush down and hit Yearwood for the stop there. But Yeah, that was a big play. I wish we didn't give that up. Because we just got to remember our number one and number two safety or cornerbacks are freshmen. As there's a big tackle by Taylor and I think Underwood, is that 223 is? Way in the backfield. And now it's 3rd and 10 again. No, Solomon. Nico Solomon. I knew that. As man in motion. And they go underneath to the tight end who's wide open. Ben McGowan again. Jeez. As now it's 2nd and 10. They're going screen pass. And it's a great tackle by Underwood, sending him back a yard. And now it's 1st and 10, empty backfield. We know what we're going to do. We're going pass commit. Do not give them the first down here. And he's going to get sacked. The 3rd sack of the game for the Bears. And it's Cade Bloom with the sack. And forcing a field goal. It'd be really cool if they would shank this. This one's a 49-yarder. Oh, we almost blocked it. I was looking outside because of the snow squall warning, and I reacted a little late. But they make the field goal. We're still up by 4. All right, 1st and 10. We're running a big pass play here. As Wagner's going to have open field. Wagner's just going to take it himself. He'll gain 10. 1st and 10, we're going to run an outside zone. And Parker's got blocks. Jerian Parker. He probably came here thinking this offensive line is going to be booty, and it looks pretty good so far. As that's another 1st down. As now Aiden Knowles in the game. 1st and 10. We go to Knoll, who gets 3 there. All right, 3rd and 7. Need a first year. Going outside, Berger, and he can't get the feet in. Wagner overthrows him a little bit. We're going to have to punt. All right, well, we knew this wasn't going to be an easy game. Like, it wasn't going to be as hard as, Oregon was, right? But it's not like we're facing off against a school that's, like, so much worse than us, as there's a good throw, 1st down. I'm kind of mad that we couldn't convert on that 3rd down, though, to Berger, because that was when we should have converted. As there's another sack. It's the edge rusher, Nick Forsythe, this time making the pressure, and that makes it a 3rd and 11. This would be another big, important stop here. We got to cover their tight end, because that's who we can't seem to cover. Uh-oh. No. I knew he was going there. Blanks is just too slow. 1st down. 1st and 10. Oh, yikes. Good tackle there by Solomon, but I got juked out of my shoes there, unfortunately. As 1st and 10, running back's really tired. And he's going to break tackles, though. 1st down goes for 8. All right, 2nd and 2. Need to stop here. And crazy blocking leads to a 1st and goal. First and goal. Can we stop them? They go outside. And it's Cameron with the big tackle there. We just got to keep him here. If we can hold him, that'd be great. Empty backfield. And he gets sacked. It's Bloom and Cameron. More pressure from the edge and the D tackle. And we've got 5 sacks today already. And more pressure, and we're going to get another sack. Bloom has 3 sacks today in the first half. Oh, 2.5. Cade Bloom is having a generational start to this game. 2.5 sacks in the first half already. What a performance from Cade. And we're going to be down, still up by 1 thanks to the amazing pressure from Cade Bloom. All right, 1st and 10. Just got to get it out. We go to Parker. Parker's got a block. Parker already past the 45 on 1st and 10. I'm liking Jerry and Parker. It's nice having a guy who's fast enough to get around the edge and find holes as Parker gets 7 there. All right, 3rd and 6. Need a first here. And they have an unblocked man. We're going to have to punt again. 2nd and 9. And Banks makes a tackle. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And we could force a punt here. That'd be amazing. No field goal. We're pass committing. Where can they go? Going deep. And it's dropped. Moon and Taylor were both down there to try and knock the ball out. And it paid off. I saw them go deep with the man. I was like, hopefully they don't throw it. And they threw it. Testing Moon, the freshman. And boy, did it pay off, as now we've got Aiden Knoll on the kick on the punt return. And it's a good punt return. 1st and 10. Wagner takes the snap. Fires. He's got Houston. Jordan Houston has nobody to catch him. Touchdown, Bears. We get a good slant. Houston wide open past his man. And we take a 7-point, hopefully 8-point lead. As Houston just, he got his man off the jump. Wagner, man in his face, completed the pass. And all Houston had to do is just stay ahead. And we finally got a guy with more than 30 speed. So we can actually get those big plays. All right, 1st and 10 for FCS Northwest. We're going to go RPO, and Jaquez Blanks prevents that. I'm going to call timeouts. We have a chance we could get the ball back, and that would be a big thing. If we get the ball, empty backfield, we know it's a pass. Nope, they're going to run it. And their quarterback's breaking a tackle, and he slides. I'm calling timeout. I want as much time as possible. It's just, now it's starting to snow, guys. That snow squall. It was like 18-mile-per-hour winds earlier, which means it's probably still 18-mile-per-hour. But 4th and inches, yep. Forced it. Yeah, it's starting to snow and blow everywhere. I drove home from Wisconsin last night, and it was foggy, but this is probably worse. As Knoll, with the return, gets us back to the 43. We've got a chance here to score again. Got to play our cards right, but we could do it. As there's Nziwa. Probably not an ideal catch there, but I guess we'll have to take what we can get, as Wagner's not lined up under center. Here's the snap. Wagner looks to throw. Oh, horrible ball. Yikes. Third and 5. Need a first here. We're just going to take it with Wagner. First down, get out of bounds. All right, I'm not sure how this play is going to go, but Wagner is smoked. He might have had Houston deep, but now Wagner's hurt. Oh, okay. Well, that's less than ideal, which means now Jackie Wolf is going to come in. All right, 3rd and 10. What does Jackie Wolf do here? And he throws a pick. I tried to scramble out right and then throw cross body, and he overthrows the tight end by a mile. And we throw our first pick of the game and of the season. So we tend to be very good at that. And he's hit as he throws it. Probably would have been a pick if he gets the ball out. We're getting some good pressure here. It's both teams really getting insane pressure, honestly. As he's firing deep, Moon back there, and Moon gets mossed, and it's a touchdown. Wow, yikes. Moon just kind of got lost in coverage there and got just totally jumped on. All right, on 1st and 10, we're just going to hand the ball off to Parker. Let Parker take it. And if we can get one more snap off, which I doubt we will, take that snap. Nope. We're going to go to halftime up by 1, so that's better than nothing. But yeah, interesting start so far. Really, it's just been the Jordan Houston show. 5 targets, 2 catches, 88 yards, and a touchdown. So yeah, that's about the effect of having a good number 1 wide receiver is. All right, 2nd and 10 after an incompletion on 1st down. Wagner's just going to hand it off to Jerry and Parker, and he'll get 5. I like this burst that Jerry and Parker's giving us every play. It's nice to see. It's 3rd and 5. And Wagner's just lost in the backfield, and it's a sack. All right, so a very bad punt, and now they've got the ball at their own, or at our 43. As they go outside. Oh my gosh, we're lost. We are so lost. This is not looking good, guys. We might still lose to an FCS school. As that's a big hit there. As McAllister's now hurt for the 3rd time. Take him out of the game, guys. They're just using him to get free timeouts. And that's a touchdown. Yearwood gets it. All right, it's 3rd and 10 after I've made a couple mistakes at QB, as Parker is going to get the first. Thank you. Man, my quarterback skills still suck, by the way. And I'm misclicking, I'm fat fingering buttons. There's Jerry and Parker going for 1. But I just am I'm clicking the wrong button. I'm misreading plays. It's rough for me, guys. They're going outside Houston. He'll get 4. Just giving Houston the ball might be the smartest play. Just throw Houston the ball every play and see what happens. As actually we're going to go for Parker. Parker's got open space. Parker spins. And Jerry and Parker, what a play. Getting into the open field, he's got 74 receiving yards. As now we're going a jet sweep to Javon Moore. And Moore's got some speed. He's got some blocks. And Moore will get it inside the 8. And that leads to a 1st and goal opportunity where we're going to give it to Parker with Sean William Peterson blocking. And Jarian Parker has another rushing touchdown today. And just like that, the most touchdowns in a season, rushing-wise, has been tied in 1 game by Jarian Parker. Yeah, in case you guys didn't know, I'm pretty sure our rushing touchdown leader last year was Tavion Grant, and he had a total of 2 rushing touchdowns. And they were both on, I believe, speed options. So that was a sight for sore eyes, seeing Jerry and Parker get a 2nd rushing touchdown. And because we're a team that last year we couldn't even average 50 yards of rushing. And this year we have a running back who already has 80 yards in a game. So that's amazing for us. As they're driving down the field, by the way. I might be washed, but boys. We're sending an all-out blitz. And Moon is lost. Good tackle by Jacques Blanks. Cheney is just torching us down the field. Oh, we got another snow squall alert. Getting all these emergency notifications. Okay, I get it. You don't have to send me 2 of them. Oh, they scored. Did I say touchdown? I meant to say touchdown if I didn't. I'm too busy trying to figure out why I keep getting snow squall notifications. 2-point conversion attempt. We got to stop him here. And we don't, so that's a 2-point conversion. Yikes. 1st and 10, we're going read option. And Josh Wagner's going to have open space. Wagner, big rush. Nice first play. 2nd and 9. We're going Ezinwa, who gets 4, as we got to get down the field. We got to get this first down here. Going Jarian Parker, and Jarian Parker is having the greatest game of all time. I'm loving Jarian Parker already. He's just so much faster than Cameron Teague or really anybody but Aiden Knoll. So it's a sight for sore eyes as we're going underneath Houston. And Houston's got another catch, first down. First and 10. This will be the last play of the quarter. Jarian Parker will get 5, and we head to the 4th, down by 7, but driving. All right, we've got a screen pass to Cade Workman drawn up. We're going to go handoff to Jarian Parker instead, and he's just going to keep going. Jarian Parker is on fire right now. All right, 2nd and goal. We've got corner out to Cade Workman. He's our jump ball threat. Have to scramble out. Fire, and it's caught. Touchdown, Matthias Berger. A dime from Joshua Wagner, and Berger makes the easy grab. Through a little bit of contact. He doesn't have the greatest catching, but Wagner getting hit as he throws. He gets Berger, and it's a touchdown, and extra point ties it. All right, 1st and 10. Their first drive in the 4th quarter. Both teams' offenses look really good as there's Ben Laney getting a sack for 5 yards. He's the man that was covering the running back, and I figured why not? If they're going to do play action, might as well just full send. Hope they don't throw it to him. As they're going out to the running back, and oh my gosh, their running backs are so good. Tavian Yearwood has 58 receiving yards and a touchdown. But we're going to send a blitz on 3rd and 5. Hope they leave Yearwood in to block, I guess. Nope, they take it quarterback option, and he runs for the first. All right, 1st and 10. Cheney has 11 rushes as long as 18, and he has 18 rushing yards, or has 1 rushing yard. As that's a big play there. Cheney is just dicing us up. Anderson Landrum has 136 receiving yards. 1st and 10, though. Hit as he throws. And we prevent another one. It's Cade Bloom. Cade Bloom is just doing everything for this team without fail. Send a blitz. Get there. Caden Parker gets the Bears' 8th sack of the game. Just a unblocked blitz. If you send enough guys, they don't have anyone to block. So you just got to get there in time. As now we're going 3rd and 14, pass committing. We cannot allow first down here. Oh my gosh. How? How is the tight end always the one that gets it? Cheney has 327 yards, guys. This is unacceptable. On 3rd and long, we're giving up big pass plays. As there's a big stop. Dakaya Banks was the first one there. We need a turnover or something. 2nd and goal. They're going a trick play throw for Eli Lancaster. I swear I would have crashed out if that worked. 3rd and goal. If we stop them here, we can force a field goal, and then we just need a touchdown to win it. No. How? Touchdown, DeJuan Williams. 1st and 10. What can Wagner do here? Wagner's got Workman. Workman's got nobody near him. He was covered by a linebacker. Cade Workman down the field. And he's inside the 15 to the 11. And now, really, we've just got to get into the end zone. Score as fast as possible. Jerry and Parker's got a block, but not enough blocks there, as now that leads to a 2nd and 11. Cade Workman, he gets 6. And we need a touchdown here. Did not mean to call that play. So now we've got weird play call. Firing. Houston, touchdown! He gets it around the defender, and Jordan Houston makes another catch and a 2nd touchdown for Houston. And FCS Northwest might have a problem, and it's Houston. Just a beautiful catch. Wagner throws it right past the defender for a touchdown. And are they going to try and take us to overtime immediately? Sure what it looks like. Man in motion. Double play action. And it's dropped. Mills, another big play. And now we really can do whatever we want here. I doubt they're going to run it here on 3rd and... Oh, they're going to. Shoot, it's a double pass again. And he misses. 4th and 10. They're going to have to punt. They tried to get fancy with a double pass, and it does not pay off. And here's the punt. Aiden Knoll back to return. We just need a good, safe return. And he gets nothing. But we'll have 2 minutes to get into our new kicker's field goal range. Actually, it's not even our new kicker. We still have the same kicker. But our kicker's field goal range and get the field goal. We're going to start right to Workman. Cade Workman. He had the big play that got us into the touchdown zone. Into the red zone last drive. He's trying to continue that hot streak. As we're going to throw a lob. I did not mean to throw that. But I guess it works. As we've got 2nd and 7 here. And we've got Houston. Jordan Houston. And a big play inside the 20. Jordan Houston. An amazing play. Right up the middle on a slant. He has 130 receiving yards. And now we can just kind of take it easy. Except we need to actually get the 1st down here because we can't give them time. Which means we're going slip screen. We're going to have Jerry and Parker in open space. Just need the block. Parker's got a block. Parker's got another block. Parker has the 1st down. Jordan Houston's hurt. No. All right. Now we can just run the clock. If we score, I guess it wouldn't be the worst thing. And Parker's going to score. Jerry and Parker, 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. An amazing start. Houston bruised his ribs. You're not going to have to come back in. Parker has 74 rushing yards. This is more rushing yards. Lag spike. More rushing yards than we've had any game last season. In fact, I think our best running back had 240 yards total. I think Parker is going to hit that in 3 games at this rate. Now, well, one of the games is over, so. And it's going to hit that in like 7 games, but still. 1st and 10. They need a big play here. What does Cheney have? Cheney pressured, and he can't get anything. He gets 2. They have to run hurry up. I'm just going to keep running cover 1. Cover 1's probably not ideal because they need a big play. Oh, and we're torched over the top. I tried covering with Laney, and Laney could not get there. Tampa 2. There we go. This will be a play where we have 2 deep safeties. Got Taylor and blanks. Oh, they're going to spike it anyway. Doesn't matter. All right, we have to prevent the big play. 3 deep safeties. I think cover 2 is actually probably better for this. But there's a first down. They still have their timeout to use as well. They're going to spike it here. Left 33 seconds to get into the end zone. We're not getting any more pressure, I don't think. As our backup safeties are in right now, in this late of a game, they have to waste their final timeout. 3rd and 5. Getting pressured, and he's getting sacked. We have another sack, and now it is 4th and 15 with 14 seconds left. They need a first here. And he's hit. Alaska State is going to hang on. Cameron Cooper, I believe, provides the pressure, and Josh Wagner can kneel the ball out, and Alaska State has won their first game in its existence. Coach John Odago leads them to 21 points in the 4th quarter to go from down 7 to up 7. And Jarian Parker, 74 yards and 3 touchdowns in his debut with the team, leads us to their first victory of the season and of John Odago's career. Oh my gosh. And who is 82? That guy is on drugs. Holy cow. Never mind. Holy cow. What a game. Josh Wagner, 22 for 32, 350 yards, 3 touchdowns. Wolf was 0 for 2 with a pick, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but that's our quarterback of the future. Parker, 74 yards, 3 touchdowns. Wagner had 22 yards as well. Receiving, oh my gosh. Jordan Houston, 130 and 2 touchdowns, was amazing. Parker, 109. Workman had 75. Moore had 14. And Ziwa had 12. Berger had 10 and a touchdown. And then Aiden Knoll had 0. But that's besides the point. Defensively, it was Jacques Blanks who led with 9 tackles, 6 for Taylor Banks and Underwood. TFLs, 3 for Cade Bloom and Underwood, 2 for Banks, 1 for Parker, Laney, Cooper, Forsyth, Solomon, Taylor, and Barry. 2.5 sacks for Cade Bloom, 1 for Parker, Laney, Forsyth, Banks, Barry, Underwood, and half for Dean and Cooper. Obviously, we didn't have any picks or forced fumbles, but pass deflections for Malik Moon and Dakota Mills lead to an amazing victory that we finally won a game, guys. We did it. What a game from some of our incoming guys that are making their debuts with the team. Jordan Houston and Jarian Parker both go crazy as Angel Tongue locks us out. That sucks. I guess we're going to have to go for a different guard. But, man, Jarian Parker, Offensive Player of the Week. That's amazing. All right, so next week we will have Washington State, one of our big rivalries. I'm just going to look at the overall. I don't know what Washington State's overall is. 63, so they're not good at all. This would be our best chance to win a rivalry game this year, because we sure as heck ain't beating Oregon. We're not going to beat Boise State. This will be a huge game if we can manage to win. And after the game we just had, hey, maybe there's a chance. So, if you guys enjoyed the first episode of the season, leave a like and subscribe, everybody, because, man, I actually had fun recording a video. That's amazing. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time for Washington State.